My student attended MIT, and I'd like to share with you the roadmap of what it took for her to get into that university so that your high schooler could potentially follow in the same footsteps. My name is Nadine Underbrink. I have been in private college counseling now for 18 years. I work with students from coast to coast throughout our beautiful country, and this particular student was in the Midwest and was eager to attend one of three schools. She was open to Harvard, Princeton, and MIT. She was an athlete and was going to end up playing for them. Now, the process was a bit lengthy, I will say. There was a lot of moving pieces on the board, including many physical visits, meeting with coaches, making sure the academic advisors at the particular university was reviewing coursework well ahead of her senior year, and making sure that all of her transcript content made sense for her to be a potential candidate at one of those three schools. And so with that in mind, I want to share with you the 4 ingredients that it took to get into one of those schools. And while this particular path was this student's as a very high achieving athlete, your student may have a different path. Your number 4 ingredient could be unique to your own high schooler, and that is great because universities do want authenticity. You have to be real, and so it comes out in everything from essay content to the way one presents and everything else. So those 4 ingredients to get into a prestigious university, in her case MIT, include high grades in rigorous coursework. Secondly, she also had a high ACT, and she also had a robust academic resume. And very lastly, she had that number 4 ingredient, the game changer. And what do I mean by the game-changing quality? Well, in her case, she was athletic, but I've had other students who invented an item. I've had others who established nonprofit organizations that had very meaningful and very widespread impact. I've had other students promote legislation and policy work. You name it. There is not one path forward. But with all of these students, regardless of the path, they all had very strong scores. Some had high ACTs, some had high SATs. And what reduces stress upon parents as well as students is to test prep early in the process. Earlier the better. You really don't want to wait until senior year while there's so many moving parts to try to scramble and to keep pushing up a score. It's not impossible, we do it. But if you want to reduce your stress as a mom or a dad and you want to help your high schooler succeed, the best approach is to start early as possible. I work with students starting freshman year, and my test trainers start with students that early. However, the summers are the most ideal if you can capture that time frame because there's no other homework going on. But regardless, sooner the better. You need a strong lead time to prep into those exams. You do not need an ACT and an SAT, one or the other. And as soon as you lock one in, you are good to go. And so I want to ensure that your high school has the opportunity to make sure that we master all 4 components. So the earlier we start, the better. Click the link below so we can get going.